Hi everybody, on this video we'll be discussing about the portal circulatory system. Welcome to Dr. Ashish Conceptual. Let's discuss the topic details. Before I am going to discuss the portal circulatory system, I want to show you how a normal circulatory pathway works. For example, a normal circulatory pathway to any organ will be working as follows. So the circulatory pathway will start from the heart, and from the heart an artery will be leaving, and this artery will be leaving that organ here. So what the organ will be doing, the organ will extract the oxygen from the arterial blood, and the blood will become deoxygenated, and this deoxygenated blood will flow back to the heart through the appropriate veins there. So this will make a systemic circulation here. This is the normal circulatory pathway for every organs. But portal circulatory system is a special system that will be working only in specific places of human body. Let's see what is portal circulation and how it will be different from that normal circulatory pathway. One of the important place where the portal circulatory system existing is your liver. So what is so special about the liver? Liver is the site of major metabolism, that all the nutrients we are getting from our food is metabolized in the liver, as well as the toxins which is present within the food also detoxified in the liver. So from where these nutrients and toxins are coming to the blood, our answer is our intestine. So the intestine will absorb the nutrients and toxins from the food, and these nutrients and toxin will be processed in the liver. So there is a special circulatory pathway, or there is a portal circulatory system existing between the liver and intestine. Let's see how it will be working. As normal, this circulatory pathway, it will be starting from the heart itself. So from the heart, as normal, an artery will leave, it will carry the oxygenated blood to the intestine. So what will happen? The intestine will use the oxygen, as well as the intestine will add so many nutrients and toxin to the blood. And what should happen to these nutrients and toxin? These nutrients and toxin should reach the liver. Suppose if it was a normal circulatory system, from the intestine there should be the blood will be going back to the heart, and from the heart it should go to the liver. But there is no need of such a things, because we are having a special circulatory pathway here. I will draw that circulatory pathway that will directly connect the intestine to the liver here. So what will happen? The nutrients and the toxin which is coming from the intestine will go directly to the liver, where these nutrients and toxins are metabolized, and after metabolism the deoxygenated blood, it will go back to the heart. So that you can see there is a special connecting system between the intestine and liver, and this connecting system, it is known as your portal system, that is known as your portal circulatory system there. Okay, so how the portal circulatory systems are named? Actually, the portal circulatory system is named after the second organ where the blood is receiving. Here you can see the first organ is intestine and second organ is liver, and that portal circulatory system is named after the liver here, and this system will be known as hepatic portal circulation. Hepatic portal circulation. So what is the importance of portal circulation or hepatic portal circulation? All the nutrients and toxin from the intestine is directly going to the liver. So before I am going to that next topic, I will be showing a more realistic figure for you to understand what is hepatic portal circulation. In this figure, you can see the heart. From the heart, the arteries are starting. Through the arteries, the blood will be reaching the intestine. You can see this is the intestine. And I told you, from the intestine, what will happen? That nutrients and the toxins will be absorbed into the blood, and this blood will be directly going to the liver. And you can see this is the hepatic portal vein which is connecting the intestine to liver, and this vein is the major source of blood to the liver. The liver also needs oxygen. So how the oxygenated blood is reaching that liver? You can see that there is a special branch to the liver is there, that is known as a hepatic artery. So through the hepatic artery, the liver receives oxygen, and through the portal vein, the liver receives the nutrients from the intestine and as well as the toxin, and the liver will metabolize the nutrients and detoxify the toxins, and the rest of the blood will go back to the heart through that inferior vena cava here. So this is the hepatic portal circulation. Hope you understand this. And you have to understand that there is a second place where a portal circulation is existing in our human body. Let's see where it is. The second place where the portal circulation is existing is in this part of the human body, and you may be knowing that thing, that is in between the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland there. So what is the relationship between the hypothalamus and pituitary? You know that both of these organs are under that hormonal system of the body or the endocrine system of the body. Hypothalamus is the supreme commander of the hormonal system, and hypothalamus will be controlling the hormones of the pituitary gland. And you know that the pituitary gland will be having a posterior part will be there, and there will be an anterior part will be there. The posterior pituitary is directly under the control of the neurons, which is directly coming from the hypothalamus, while the anterior pituitary do not have any neuronal connection with the hypothalamus. So how the hormones from the hypothalamus will reach the anterior pituitary? So let's see that thing, that is through a special portal circulation. So how it will be working? You have to know that there will be heart here. From the heart, the blood will be first going to the hypothalamus there. So the hypothalamus will synthesize so many hormones which can control the anterior pituitary, and all these hormones you can see here in this part, that will be dissolving in the blood which is reaching the hypothalamus. So from the hypothalamus, what will happen to this blood which is containing the hormones for the anterior pituitary? It will directly go into the anterior pituitary. You can see there is a connection between the hypothalamus and anterior pituitary here, and through this pathway the blood will be reaching the anterior pituitary and the hormones will be going into the anterior pituitary gland. Okay, and after that this deoxygenated blood will be going to that heart again. So you can see this part is other area where one organ will be connected to one another organ through the circulatory system, so that this pathway, it is also known as a portal circulatory system. How will you name this portal circulatory system? I told you the portal system will be named after the second organ. So the first organ is hypothalamus here. The second organ where the blood receives is the pituitary gland here. So this portal system, it will be known as hypophyseal portal system. Why it is known as hypophyseal portal system? Because the hypophysis is another name for pituitary gland. So this portal system is known as hypophyseal portal system here. So I hope you understand what is a portal system and how it will be functioning. If you are having any doubts or queries regarding this topic, please feel free to ask in the comment box below, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.